Big scene on the scene, and I told you motherfuckers already that I go nuts, go nuts. And my team, the regime, and you might go missing if you try to get closer. I'm the shit, I spit potpourri. Got this backed up just like you groceries. Held in my hand next to my foreign keys, and I stand in the spot just where you wanna be like, oh, yeah. And you already know that I'm from the go. And I'm ready for war if you ready for more. And I work hard for this. They dropped the ball, shit, I passed it assist. I picked it up to do damage, you did, and now I run the game just like Jordan with 6 there. And they tried to call the people on. Remember growing up, I used to eat bologna. But I'm a big dog now, running games with the big boy hands. Gotta stake my claim in this game, announcing my presence like bitch, I'm reject. They want me shackled, I won't be a slave. They won't control, but now I got the reins. Lot of fellas up in this room, but all the pretty ladies won't leave me alone. I ain't wanna beg for it. If you ain't really better, you can go back home. Get it into the daylight. I ain't with it if it ain't right. I'm just living the fantasy. Yeah, I've been putting work and now it's playtime.
It's going down, motherfucker. It's going down, motherfucker. It's going down, motherfucker. Big C's going down, motherfucker. It's going down, motherfucker. It's going down, motherfucker. It's going down, motherfucker. Big C's going down, motherfucker.
Fast lane. You motherfuckers want the fast change. I put it down, watch investments grow. Then I stack it up till it's past change. Talking zeros to 50s, casinos to bitches, thousands to millies. There's Jay-Z and Diddy. Not just the money, won't change for my city, won't change for my people to rid all the evil that's done to my kind. I won't just anymore. Even with money, I grind like I'm broke. Know where I came from, I worked at the stove. Hustler mentality, do what you know. Right on the net, from Damon to Stony to West Side to East Side, I worked in the streets. Been at it for years, you been at it for weeks. Earn what I got on my haters deceased. You don't know about struggle. You don't know about hustle. Everything I got, hand built. Call me Barney Rubble. So why y'all front on me? Please just let me be. I'm just trying to eat. Putting in work, now watch me feast. A lot of fellas off in this room, but all the pretty ladies won't leave me alone. I ain't wanna beg for it. If you ain't really better, you can go back home. Get it into the daylight. I ain't with it if it ain't right. I'm just living the fantasy. Yeah, I've been putting work and now it's playtime.
Big C. It's going down, motherfucker. It's going down, motherfucker. It's going down, motherfucker. Big C's going down, motherfucker. It's going down, motherfucker. It's going down, motherfucker. It's going down, motherfucker. Big C's going down, motherfucker.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Listen, man, it's going down in this motherfucker tonight. Yeah, boy.
The Chicago, nigga.
Yeah, man, I got a lot to say. A lot to say on my mind. And welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports, ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? What's going on? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to my family, Cut That Israel Talk Sports with Keisha and Duvall. And shout out to Court Vision with So Pretty Tony. Hey, y'all, listen, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something. The WNBA is on fire. And the Caitlyn Clark clan, they don't have a subject, a topic, or a predicate to actually let you know exactly how this thing will go. They can't take what is happening in the WNBA because guess what? We are all over the Caitlyn Clark movement. I want to say what's up to my maintenance crew. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, the Eagles brother, T. Camilla, Skull Brian Nation, brother Dennis, and my baby sister Bernadette in the building. Listen, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to say it real clear. Will the game continue without Caitlyn Clark? Hell yes. Will the game be great without Caitlyn Clark? Hell yes. Can the game go on without Caitlyn Clark? Hell yes. Because Caitlyn Clark fans, I must say that you guys are pieces of dung, pieces of crap, pieces of dog doo-doo that's left on the grass in the neighborhood where there's a whole bunch of glass and bad rocks that you can step on and hurt your feet.
I tell your mama you ain't shit.
You know what I'm saying? So, the Caitlyn Clark crew is already up to no good. I knew they was going to be up to no good. Just let them win one time and Caitlyn Clark be the high scorer. They just was waiting. I mean, they so predictable. As I said this morning, as I said on my videos, it's always the dark black people that's driving Miss Daisy. Always us, the dark ones. And of course, Daniels, they're not like us guy, because he got a little bit of their blood in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, I'm just saying, I know they be like, bro, Claude, why are you making it a race thing? No, I'm not. They are. I just talk about it. I'm here to talk about it. MD, hey, what's going on, MD? What's happening? Hit the like button. So what we have here is a universal change from 2 years ago. What we have here is a change of the whole metric of time. Right now, as we speak, the trajectory of the WNBA has changed. The trajectory of the whole entire league has changed. Brother, I'll drop it down once I get done with my format. I'll do it. It's one of them nights. The trajectory of it all is why is this a simple thing that can be done, MDT? A simple thing that can be talked about, MDT. A simple thing that me and you have always agreed on, brother, is that why do it have to be this way? Who is making it this way? And who's driving this narrative? This absolute direction of evil, this absolute direction of chaos, this absolute direction of witchcraft. We have to be able to see and call a thing a thing. We got to see and call it out. We're going to talk about the Aces versus the Dream and 1.24 million viewers breaking and making history. Never have been done before without Caitlyn Clark playing. And then we also going to talk about the Caitlyn Clark drama queen. Disrespectful in action. I'm just saying, this can't go on. This cannot go on. We cannot have this type of thing happening. We could never be a good league. We can never have a good league without these type of, situations happening where you think that you have a player in a league that's bigger than the coaches. We could never have an absolute dialogue or absolute type of game to watch if the players think that they're better. There was even a podcaster who was saying, it's a lot of them, they are saying that because Stephanie White and other coaches that's on her staff ain't done what Caitlyn Clark ain't in the superiority class of Caitlyn Clark, even though Caitlyn Clark have not won in no level. She has not won in no level. The black ones, the dark ones, and black men are saying that Caitlyn Clark should not be coached by Stephanie White or anybody that's inferior of her skill set. What madness is these dumbass people bringing to the table? Have you ever heard of it? So Doc Rivers with the Boston Celtics, so he shouldn't have been coaching the Boston Celtics for as they was concerned, because Doc Rivers never won. And all these other coaches in the NBA that has won should not. Of course, they're not of the superiority of Michael Jordan. So suppose Michael Jordan felt that way about Doug Collins. Suppose Michael Jordan felt that way about Phil Jackson, Tex Winter. Suppose Michael Jordan felt that way about who he was superior over, or any of the greats. Suppose Larry Bird thought he was more superior than Red Auerbach. I mean, come on, man. What are y'all doing? What are y'all saying? You are so sick in your view of things. It's a tragedy. You are so sick in the view of things that every single thing that comes out of your mouth is such a debacle that I can't even put it in words without trying not to cuss, because I know Bernadette is watching. So I'm trying to be careful with my words, chat. But it's so messed up that the shit is in a format right now on the Indiana Fever that is sad. It's really sad. So first I got to start off with, here you go, the man. Okay, loose ball. I'm going to give you a chance. What would you say if Angel got a triple-double and a coach said the team did great and didn't say anything about the triple-double? It ain't about her. Angel did a lot of things and broke records, and no one said anything. No one said anything over the last 2 years. None of you all gave her glory and grace. Do you know the second leading record breaker in the WNBA is Angel Reese? And Angel Reese have broke records that Caitlyn Clark would never break, and Caitlyn Clark have had records that Angel Reese can break. But Caitlyn Clark ain't gonna put up 14 and 20 rebounds in a game. Ain't no way. Defend each and every player on the court. There is no way. She can't defend herself right now. So just putting her and Angel Reese together, I know they'll merge together forever. Unfortunately, Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark are merged together forever. And the reason why they're merged together is that at the end of the day, nobody can possibly think that Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark are similar. They're different in their own right. But the way that it happened with the loss of Caitlyn Clark to LSU 3 years ago, 3 seasons ago, with the loss, the great loss, that LSU took over the Iowa Hawkeyes. The white social media cannot take it. The white social media is angry. The white social media wants to whitewash the situation that has happened. The white social media wants to let us believe that there's no problem with black people. The white social media want us to think that everything that is covered is not by design. The white social media, the white media, and dominant media, the transfers, want us to get it together and praise Caitlyn Clark. The social media black men that is in here, the social media's black men want us to praise and kiss Caitlyn Clark's ring. As you go and you want to see, they want to see her as the mother of the basketball follies. They want to see her over all of these things, and this is what it is. Don't tell me what I'm looking at. Don't tell me how I'm looking. This is a serious problem in the WNBA. And as we go over what happened and who's what and what's why and where, we have to first get over the tandem or the duplicate or the joint merged at the hip Angel Reese and Caitlyn Clark era. But that'll never happen because they know in social media, Angel Reese is the most known, most talked about, and the most active between the two. So as long as Angel Reese is active, doing her thing in the highways and byways, Met Galas and Victoria's Secrets and Juicy Couture's and Club Coach and all of these different things, owning different teams and putting her bid in and being a CEO or a money ownership mogul, they're going to continue to do those things and piggyback Caitlyn Clark after Angel Reese. Well, Angel is doing this and doing that, and Angel is doing this and doing that. And what they would say in their media, she's not better than Caitlyn Clark. I beg to differ in all levels, because we got to see when they call Angel Reese a thug, when they call Angel Reese hard to get along, when they call Angel Reese someone that the team and their coaches don't want to be around. Well, Tyler Marsh said that he definitely came here to Chicago to coach Angel Reese. And all of the coaches in the WNBA wanted Angel Reese sweepstakes. They all was trying to get her when she was going to be traded. Jeff B had a slew, every last single team to choose for Angel Reese. They all wanted Angel Reese. She got to pick where she wanted to go. To get the hell out of Chicago. So, it's a choice that's going to be made in Indiana. And the choice that's going to be made in Indiana is if Stephanie White will stay or Caitlyn Clark will stay. Because a choice has to be made when you have a player, that is in superiority. Superiority games that has been played in this country for many, many years. I know that it was like have it your way is Burger King. OT Camilla is a fact. It says, Bro Claude, I don't think Vegas was at the table for Angel Reese. I beg to differ from my inside. They just didn't have nothing for her. They wanted her. But they wasn't going to the table with the crumbs that they can offer for. Because they don't have anything. They've been winning over the last few years. What, 5, 6 years? 4 years at least. So they didn't have anything to give her, to offer her. So they wanted to go to the table, and that's my statement. Every last team wanted an Angel Reese. Every last team needs an Angel Reese on it. Or someone like it. To be able to be a dominant force. Hey, ADP. So what we have right now, what we have here is a situation where what I'm telling is the Angel, which has nothing to do with Caitlyn Clark at all in her progress. They want to make Caitlyn Clark be the reason why Angel Reese is successful. And that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie, if I ever heard it. Because with 1.24 million views, with the top 2 most recognized people in the WNBA outside of Caitlyn Clark, they broke records. That wasn't a Caitlyn Clark game. And you can't say that Caitlyn Clark was the reason why it was successful. How about the Valkyries? How about Portland? How about most of the teams that's across the WNBA right now that's being successful with their attendance? Has nothing to do with Caitlyn Clark. Nothing. You can't say that she made things happen. She played 13 games last season. The only thing that they can hold on is the first season that she ever played. And how stupid are you? How stupid are you to put her and edge her up with Asia Wilson? What is your mind telling you? What are you talking about? Where you come from? What's up, Brooklyn? What's up, Not For The Week? I missed you a few days. My brother Brandon in the building. Listen, what I'm trying to tell to my people, my family, the ones that's watching, I don't buy this. And I can't buy it. I can't drink the Kool-Aid that they are trying to sell me. Jason Whitlock, I told y'all, Jason Whitlock will never get a pass with me. Oh, Bro Claude, you know, you saying you're a brother and the brother this and that. Yeah, I'm a brother when a brother is to be required. Yeah, I am that. But you don't get to be, you don't get for me to be a brother to you and you be a bastard to me. You don't get me to be a brother to you and you be wicked to me. You don't get me to be a brother to you and you wish for me and my people demise. What's up, Brother Robert? Jason Whitlock, just a few days ago, Jason Whitlock was on his podcast begging people to forgive Caitlyn Clark, that the thrill is gone. He came on with a BB King's, you know, banjo or guitar, and he was talking about the thrill was gone. But then let her win against a lower tier Seattle Storm. a young Seattle Storm. And he always watched loose ball. Don't fall for it. He's been watching ever since Caitlyn Clark came into the building because that's his material. He watched every single game. He's been watching and he's never taken his eyes off of it. Every game that Caitlyn played, he's watched. He did not miss a game. He's a lie. He watched it because he knows that that's his food for his fat ass belly. So loose ball missed me with that. He's watching now. He's been watching. Yes, Portland had a good game last night. It was, hey, loose ball, I like to see it. MDT, I like to see it. John the Liquidator and Jason Whitlock went on the podcast begging and saying that she was the best thing since sliced bread, but I can't tell. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know how you can calculate that. I don't know why would you even put that type of thing together. Jason Whitlock also tonight, Jason Whitlock, or yesterday's podcast or when it aired, he talked about this plain and simple.
Guys, for you guys that are watching, that was me with my adopted grandchild on my lap, Nyla Love. Dante Love, her dad, all-time great Ball State football player. Guys, you've seen him on the show with my brother and my sister, and heard me talk about it. They're in town. They've been in town all weekend. It's been great. And, you know, I'm convincing her, I'm brainwashing her into my beliefs on Caitlyn Clark. And my beliefs on Caitlyn Clark are stronger than ever after what we witnessed this past weekend. Caitlyn Clark derangement syndrome is out of control. And I'm glad I don't have it. I don't have Caitlyn Clark derangement. I've taken the vaccine. I'm not racist. I'm not sitting around thinking that my mission in life is to troll white people and to pretend like everything white people like, I hate. And that's my contribution to society. But that's where we're at right now as it relates to Caitlyn Clark, as it relates to American culture. You guys, some of you don't understand or just want to complain. You got nothing to complain about. So, Whitlock talks about the WNBA and Caitlyn Clark. I wish he wouldn't. I'm talking about all of America's society. If you want to know what the poison is destroying America and how black people and our irrational hatred of white people, how it's destroying America, you have to understand, or you can see it clear as day through the WNBA. Clear as day. Caitlyn Clark is the greatest thing to happen to the WNBA. And because that league is under the mind control of feminist, lesbian, and black women, they have this irrational hatred of Caitlyn Clark. And this weekend, you could see it everywhere. Friday, let's start with Friday's game, the Indiana Fever versus the Washington Mystics. It was an awesome game, or it turned into an awesome game. Fever get down double digits, get down big in the game. It looks like it's over. And out of desperation, Stephanie White, the head coach of the Indiana Fever, just has to kind of let it go and say, hell, Caitlyn, do whatever you want. And so in the fourth quarter, after starting the game 2 of 15 and a bunch of turnovers, Caitlyn Clark looked horrendous early, or through the first 3 quarters. Initially in the first quarter, she got up to a count, and then she just fell off a cliff and looked horrendous. But the only way back into that game, particularly after Aaliyah Boston, the Indiana Fever center, got hurt and couldn't return to the game, there was only one path back into that game. And Caitlyn Clark needed to step into a phone booth and come out of that phone booth as Iowa Caitlyn Clark with her Superwoman suit on. And that's what she did. She scored 17 points in the fourth quarter.
This punk ass chump see Jason Whitlock, the white man, and I speak for Loose Ball, and I speak for MDT, and I speak for Michael, my man Michael White. I speak for my brothers, Father Flagan. I speak for the white men because I've been around them and been in Catholic school pretty much all my whole entire youth, all the way to college. And then I went to the military, which I was around white men in Oklahoma and over in Germany. I pretty much predominantly been around white people most of my life, choosing by the craft and the talent that I had, and definitely me being in the service and during the time of Desert Storm, you know, having white XOs and lieutenants and different things in that format. I would say Jason Whitlock, you guys, you see that this is not just the Uncle Tom, not just a raccoon, not just a person who has problems with looking himself in the mirror and hating himself, an identity crisis. No, he hates the fact that he was born black. He hates the fact that he has a black mother. See, when you do those things, let me teach you white men about this. See, when you have a black mother, the motherly love, just the same as you loving your mother, we as black people solely love our mother because we know that our mother has been left, ridiculed, scorned, and probably left behind with some of the fathers. My black women, most of us know that they were raped, pillaged, and trampled on throughout this country's history for the last 400 years. Most of us understand that we have been pillaged, we have been conquered, we have been demised, we have been misleveled in society. 3/5 of a human being. Herded like cattle, mated like cattle, castrated as if we were a dog itself, being snipped not to procreate. We have to understand, and yes, my white men, women that do watch this channel, it is nothing about us or me or any of us that are black on this side do not have the intelligence to communicate with you. I'm gonna go real deep with you because we, human family, have to understand that now this is a time, especially this time in America, we all have to coexist because of the times that it calls in the demise of this economy. I know you Hispanic MDT. I know the black, brown, and the white community. But I just want to, I know you are Hispanic MDT, but I was just saying for you too. The Spanish community, the light-skinned Spaniard has to understand this also, because you know it's a disparity in Spanish in Latin America. I know what I'm talking about because I've been to the countries. There's a disparity of the lighter and the darker. So I'm speaking to those in that case. What's good, Jacob? You have to understand that this type of tolerance, this type of man, this type of person, it is normal for us having self-hate. It is normal for us to project our demands, our hatred on ourselves. It is normal for us not to love ourselves. That is normal. This is one of the things that has been going on forever in the black community. We have ridiculed and demised ourselves. We have done certain things, you know, internet, y'all, certain things that has happened to us in this situation, in this philosophy, in this time and era. We have to understand, you know, a lot of people be like, bro, Claude, man, come on, man. You know, you don't have to say certain things because we don't have to beg and appease to them. Yes, we do. We have to continue to show our case, not plead our case, because I'm not going to plead with not one human being on this earth. I'm not going to beg no human being on this earth. But what I will do is show my case of where black women have built this doggone WNBA. What I will do is show you that this is a case of black women suffering and getting the least amount of economics that was possibly to be able to be tolerated to play this game. And some of the white women did the same thing in its disparity. In its desperate times of when the WNBA went down to 8 teams, I could just imagine how many people were getting money. I can appreciate those women who came here before Caitlyn Clark, Angel Reese, and even my GOAT, Asia Wilson. I can appreciate the ones that came before Maya Moore, Sylvia Fowles. I can appreciate the women that came before Sue Bird and the great Dana Taurasi. I can appreciate those ones who have built the WNBA from the 90s into the 2000s, like a Lisa Leslie, like a Cheryl Swoops, like a Rebecca Lobo, like a Cheryl Miller. There are so many of them that has been great. Becky Hammond wasn't no joke. You think that Becky Hammond was a joke? No way. Becky Hammond was a feisty little Amore, a Kelsey Plum. She had just as much fire as Kelsey Plum. That's why they both collided with each other. These people are Lulu. They are paid trolls. They are paid people who come for the demise and also who come just to talk about Caitlyn Clark so they could get some money. This fat bastard is the one who and only black man that I've ever seen goes in on black women. Yes, we can be criticized. Yes, my woman does certain things that should not be done. But my brothers also do things that should be done. And we definitely know that the white man has done many things that he should not have done in this country. But we're not talking about that. But he makes it so global and so universal and where are we now that Caitlyn Clark driving Miss Daisy has to be his mission after he drinks a couple of fifths of Savaca and a couple of whiskeys and martinis and all of those things that Jason Whitlock looks like he's, you know what I mean, totally blasted on there allegedly. Does not come to you with a sober mind. He has healing to do. This man is a criminal of his own nation. What do we do as a nation with traitors? What do we do with people who turns in on their own? Well, Miss Mandela showed you the way. Miss Mandela had a tire and she went to the person of consequence and made sure that an example was set. What do you do when you hate yourself? When you got a person who seeks out to hate black women in total, then Of course, he adds the LGBTQ community in his soliloquy, as if they have done something to him personally. Probably just not give him a date. Probably just told him no. What's going on? What's happening? Live life, love. What's going on? Hit the like button, y'all. Dover, I see you. I see you, Brother Van. What is this, what we looking at? Why is this such a territorial that we have to cover this over and over and over again? Listen, the infectious breed of Black people hating. This is a cinema. This is an episode. White man, get your popcorn. Because when you have Jason Whitlock there talking about his people and going in, he think that table is good for him to eat from. But have you seen the reality of what Judas is? Have you seen the reality of what happened to the one who persecute those that are already demised? You are already still in 2026, a fifth of a human being, 3/5 of a human being. You are still despaired in economical flow. You still have ghettos that exist in America. You still have poor, poverty, and homeless in America. You have been those who are not privileged to have both parents in their household that are being raised in an indecent society and community. Who are you to criticize? Who are you? You're not in the middle of the streets to help nothing or nobody to heal. See, I can talk that because I live that every day of my life. I am in the streets and through the highways and byways of Chicago and been there since I was 10 years old. I'm 56 now, be 57 this year. I can say every single year I have someone change their lives. I can say every year, single year, I help people. Every single day I give to my community. If it's $1, if it's 15 cents, whatever he asks for me at the change, whatever she needs to require, I do give. And as a giver of what I'm trying to bring you, what I'm trying to bring you is peace, solidarity, and tranquility. But no, not these type of people. These type of people are the demise of us as Black people. He's a sure kill them all, but I love you. Don't take me. Sure, get rid of all of them. I'm not one of those. He's setting up he's setting up a dangerous situation for us as human beings on this planet and in this country, Black and brown people. He's setting up a situation that the troops will go in our ghettos because of what Jason Whitlock puts out there and clean us totally out. And he think that he's not going to be a part of that. That's what some of the, you know what happened, with the situation in World War II. I ain't got to go and call no names. Y'all know what happened to the people. Some of those people, were turned in on the other people. I mean, just read about it. They thought that they were going to be safe. But the leader of the German, regime, he thanked them, and then he did the worst to them also. So Jason Whitlock history gonna always repeat itself. This is such a serious, dangerous subject. History is gonna always repeat itself. You be careful, my brother. I know that you're in a bunker in your house eating potato chips right about now and, sucking on a big, fat, juicy steak that you got. You sent somebody out and you put an order in for it to be delivered under an anonymous name, because that's how you got to live. You can't go out to the normal streets. You can't come among us, especially with that type of talk and that type of rhetoric. You can't come amongst us and be able to function properly in just motion and movement. We have been watching too long Jason Whitlock, and I'm tired of him. And I'm tired of you, boy, because I know you watch my show. And you keep on driving Miss Daisy, because Miss Daisy gonna understand me. Miss Daisy don't love you at all. Miss Daisy hates your mama. She don't care if your damn mama was the damn coach. She ain't listening to you, her, or nobody else. This has gotten out of control. When it says and talks about right here, the moment from Indiana's match against the Atlanta Dream drew sharp online reactions, with some fans calling Clark's defense lazy and her attitude arrogant, while others highlighted coaches pulling her by the arm mid-game. I believe that they didn't mean Atlanta Dream. I believe that they meant Seattle Storms. Okay. Oh, this was the leader in leadership. January, a 14-year player, veteran, and former champion with the Fever, focuses on sharpening the team's defense amid their 2-2 start. Clark averages 24.3 points.
Wasn't going, and you got to find a plan B.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. Clark averages 24.3 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists. And both sides see such sideline fires as a normal basketball intensity that could fuel deeper playoff runs. No way, no how, never will be. I'm just telling y'all, this is a serious thing. She has total disrespect for this black woman. She has total disrespect for her. Sophie Cunningham told her to get away from her last year. Sophie Cunningham said, "Get away from me." I don't believe Sophie Cunningham has a championship. I don't believe so. And nor do I believe that Caitlyn Clark has a championship either. But this lady does. This lady has one. This lady knows how to play defense. This lady last year went deep into the playoffs. This lady led a team along with Stephanie White to play and win the Commissioner's Cup last year, and also go deep without Caitlyn Clark playing in 13 games. This lady supposed to be respected. Why, Bro Claw? Because she wear the honorary name of coach. You cannot get past. This is a defensive coach who was on the Indiana Fever's bench, holding Caitlyn Clark accountable for her lazy defense, which is preventing her team from winning. She's holding her accountable. She says that Brina January, 14-year WNBA veteran as a guard, all-star, 5-time all-defensive first team, 2-time all-defensive second team. Imagine having a coach with that defensive resume telling you that you are blowing defense assignments and yelling at her and telling her that she is wrong. And your teammates are actually at fault before pouting and walking off because of the coach had the nerve to hold you accountable. This is why Caitlyn Clark has never won and why Caitlyn Clark will never win. She does not have a coaching problem. She has a selfish and arrogant ego problem. And you guys give it to her. You guys gives it to her. Why should we continue on supporting Caitlyn Clark? Why should we continue on letting Caitlyn Clark get away with murder? Why should we continue on saying that Caitlyn Clark all is passion? All it's this, it's that. It's a reason why. Bro, Claude, you being too much. You're over the top. You're accusing her of this. You're not giving her a leeway. Well, maybe not. Or maybe so. Or maybe so. Or maybe not. But I do think the accountability means everything in basketball. I do think that accountability means everything in basketball, especially if you want to be a champion. So I'm going to get up off of this. I'm going to go to the next subject because I have no respect for a man that don't respect himself. I have no respect for a man who don't I don't care if you white, black, red, brown, purple, or yellow. Or hey, I don't have a respect for you. Not upholding and uplifting your own nationality. What is a man without a nation? A man that is lost. What is a man that has a problem with his nation? This is just a poor farce. A poor farce of all of these people. This is who we have to look at. This is who we have terror of. The anti-constables of it all. This guy, that guy. So they're coming from every which way. Where Angel Reese has to not only fight the media, Jason Whitlocks and John the Liquidators and Pope B. Franks of the world. She also had to fight her own team that owned her for calling out her teammates and making them accountable. I'm done with that. And we're going to move on. The Aces edge the Dream 85-84 in the record 1.24 million viewer thriller. The Las Vegas Aces improved the 4-1 with the 85-84 victory over the Atlanta Dream on May 17th, drawing a record of 1.24 million viewers in NBC and Peacock, the highest for the WNBA May Sunday game ever. Asia Wilson dominated for Las Vegas while rookie Angel Reese energized Atlanta, capping a fourth quarter with Atlanta's 20-2 run briefly stole the lead. The milestone underscores the league's hot season, 30 starts, following close behind the 2.5 million who watched Dallas and Indiana on May the 9th. Bro, Claude, it was more Angel calling out the organization and advocating for her teammates. Absolutely. But she still called them out. And it's all right to do that. When you're a winner, when you're a champion, you come from a champion pedigree, you're supposed to call out those ones that is lacking. You're supposed to do that. She wasn't making chaos going on. She needed help. And that was the only way that Angel Reese can come and say, help me. Help me. I need help. And Jeff Pagliosha had failed to do this What's up, Marvin? What's going on? The great benefactor, how you doing? She wins in the building. Listen, she had no other choice. Or she was going to spend a third year. Being on a losing team. A third year. Not being able to accomplish the things that she wanted to do in the WNBA, and that is to win. You are seeing record numbers going across the WNBA in every single team that's playing, astronomical views, things that's happening across the whole board, and they all want to give it up to one person. But I beg to differ, because the GOAT and the baby GOAT is still in the league. There are Fly J. Johnsons in the league. There are Paige Beckers, AZ Foods in the league. There's Sonia Citrons and Kiki Airfins and Laura Betts in the league. Hey, there are different players with different styles, with different types of appetites, like a Courtney Williams and the McBuckets. With Olivia Magic Miles, coming to the table in the chat. With a Dominique Malunga coming and showing everybody that women can jump. There's stars all over this WNBA. And this season gonna be litty like it's been litty for the last week, going on 2 weeks. This is gonna be an outright situation for the WNBA, and it's gonna be a over-the-top season. Not just because Caitlyn Clark is playing and so-called somewhat healthy, because the first few games of the losses that was going, Caitlyn Clark is injured. She's not feeling well. She don't look herself. She's not this. Jason Whitlock plays to that audience, chat. And all of those black podcasters that are on that trajectory, the paid ones and the other ones, are on that type of time too. They're on that type of time. Say, bro, Claude, you're right. Angel was asking for help. The fact that she led Chicago Sky in 4 statistical categories last year was crazy. Now, each category has a different player leading in Chicago. Absolutely. That's my point, baby girl. I love you so much, Tika Miller. Absolutely. And that was the direction that I'm going. And I'm in right now. We are in a new era in the WNBA, and every single Caitlyn Clark clan member has to definitely eat it. Because Portland got a Carlton over there shooting threes and making it happen, beating New York. They got a Brittany Sykes and a Marina Mabry over there in Canada. Brittany Griner is still here, and Anisha Mero is having a hell of a year coming straight off the bench. Haley Van Lith owns a starting spot on Connecticut Suns after being waived. Kelsey Plum leading her team and leading the charge. Whatever is happening, she is the one. There's so many different people and faces in these places that you just want to see. And everybody want to see how Kennedy Carter turns out. So my next subject is, we all know what has happened. We all know that Rickea Jackson has went down. We all know that Rickea Jackson today we got the news, and my heart broke when I got the news and had to cover it today, this morning, that my baby girl, the new baby, tore her ACL. She is out of the building, y'all. She is gone from the chat. Rickea Jackson suffers a year-ending injury. She is out. What is Jeff Pagliosha's next move? Who would he get? I said Letitia Lattimore is free. And we need a Letitia Lattimore because, of course, they called each other twin, her and, of course, Rickea Jackson at the end of the day. So we need a subsidized type of player. But to this year, Rickea Jackson, I told y'all before the beginning of the year, Rickea Jackson was going to go for an all-star year, and she was on that way. I'm wrong, but I'm right a lot. I might be wrong, but I'm right a lot. And what I do know is that we have to understand that now this has happened. This has happened to Rickea Jackson. The next man must step up. So will Tyler Marsh understand that Gabrielle Jaquez will have to or need to be and step up to be the star? Gabriella, yes, a lot of people say, oh, bro, Claude, this is a rookie season. Well, goddamn it, Sonia Citron was a rookie. Gabriella is older than Sonia Citron, but Sonia Citron came into the W last year. Jaquez is the same age. I believe that Gabrielle Jaquez is the steal. And I said it during draft night. I wasn't mad when she came. And I continue to say that she is a triple threat, which you've seen that she is a triple threat on this team, in this squad. Gabrielle Jaquez, I believe, should have the green light, the ultimate green light, to do the things that she needs to do so that Chicago can continue to be a winner. Open up Camila Cardoso and make sure that Camila is able to eat. But it's going to take multiple players. Under the tutelage right now, of course, we don't know when Skylar Diggins will return. So we know that Miss Cloud will be leading the charge in the format of things. We hope that Tasha Cloud will have one of those all-star seasons that she is due to have because of the situation that no one signed this young lady. But what Tasha Cloud did say, that she did love the way that Gabriella Jaquez plays, that she don't play like a rookie, the knowledge and the intelligence that she has, she loves to play with her on the floor. But also, what Tasha Cloud said, that she was going to make it her business to make sure that this baby gets played. She said that she was going to make sure that Camila Cardoso eat this year. She said that it was going to be in her mission to make that happen. JC Sheldon is having a great start. She's very accurate on the shooting. The defense has been tremendous. She has been a headache for each and every team that she has played, win or lose. She has been there. And JC Sheldon has been, I do agree, has been underrated. But it's all about the fit. It's all about how. So we already see the identity that Chicago is going under. The Chicago Sky is going for an identity of defense. So now would they let go of Sydney Taylor, a shifty, swift, nice Swiss Army knife three-point shooter, drop it on a dime, step up and shoot that basketball, slash through the lane? Sydney Taylor, because I believe that she can help Tyler Marsh. I believe that she can do the things that need to be done to get us over the fall of our baby girl. The fall of an all-star that was going to happen. The fall with a torn ACL, and prayers go out to Rickea. We love you, Rickea. I love you, Rickea. And I'm grateful that Rickea Jackson said that she chose to come to Chicago, because we still got another year when she comes back. But will this lady, this young lady, take us where we need to go in Chicago? Is she ready for the moment? Will she be able to deliver? Brian Allen Haynes says, I don't believe Gabrielle should have a green light to do what she wants. I beg to differ. Why not? When no Rikia is there. She needs to have a green light. Somebody needs to have that green light, just like Kennedy Carter had a green light. No, she's not a Kennedy Carter yet. But can she be? Maybe in my eyes, from what I've seen, a better defender at Kennedy Carter's level coming into the W. Maybe a better defender. Do you think that she'll be able to step up? Well, they already got her on the format of being one of the rookies of the year. Why not? Why not? But who do I think should take control of this team? It would be definitely Skylar goddamn Diggins. When she returns, yes, I believe that Skylar can get us where we need to go. When Dejanay Carrington comes back, if and when she comes back. When Azurá Stephen gets healthy enough to come back, and when she comes back. I think that these rally old veterans will be able to galvanize when everybody already thought. I don't want to hear you talk. I don't want to hear you complain. I don't want to hear your decisions, because everybody thought and did not think that Chicago would be in the situation that they are right now. They did not think that Chicago will be in the position and ranking, just even in 4 games. I was told that they wouldn't even win 10. I was told on this channel, I was told on the Players Club, I was told on Cut That Ish that this team won't win 10. I guarantee you that they will win 10. I guarantee you that they will win 15. I guarantee you that they will even win 20 games. I guarantee that. I put it on the line. Unless something else drastically happens and we don't get those players that's supposed to come back this year. This team has an identity. This team knows who they are. This team has an opportunity to be in the middle still. Yes, Bro Claude, but why do you think that this team can still do it without Rikia? They pulled through a win without Skylar Diggins. They pulled through a win without Azurá Stevens. They pulled through a win without Dejanay Carrington. They pulled through a win when their main player, their key piece went down. This is the graph of where they at right now, chat. When they all get through and say it and done, this is where they at, and this is the graph. I know those who hate watch. I know those ones who don't like this organization and can't differentiate the players like me and ADP does. Me and ADP are able to differentiate the franchise and the players, and Camila Cardoso and the ladies, the young ladies that's here. Do y'all understand that this is the 3rd blackest team in the WNBA? that Jason Whitlock is talking about this team? Jason Whitlock was on this podcast talking about this team who is dominated by black women. Do y'all understand what is going on right now? Come on, Chicago went out and got the kind of players other than Kia Nurse, Beck Allen, and those other lower tier players they had last year. But they don't have that tier players this year. Brian Allen has. Dejanay Carrington, 6th man of the year, defensive player, seatbelt queen. Will she come back healthy? Well, I think so. Azurá Stevens, best season of her whole entire career with the LA Sparks last year, off of a win from Unrivaled. Will she come back and do her part? I think so. Well, Brooklaw, you're a hopeful romantic. The numbers don't lie. And what this team is a defensive team. I told you guys that this team was a defensive team. And guess what? If you all understand and know and look at the statistics and what I was saying, even though my partners and some of them disagreed that this was, but it came out. See, you know, the wash and the rinse thing. Don't get you in the wash, come out in the rinse. The numbers don't lie. The identity of this team with a J.C. Sheldon, with a Natasha Cloud, with a Skylar Diggins in the backcourt. Ashley Kabali gonna follow suit. She took it on herself to get AT. It didn't turn out too good, though. She's only 6 feet, but she had the gall to go against a 6'2", 6'3" forward, power forward, 1-2 guard. I don't know what Snooty with no booty would do. But I will say this, y'all. This is a situation where, without all of the clowning, this is a situation that Tyler Marsh has to make. Jeff Pagliosha has to get players. And guess what? Chicago has to continue on without their star. Chicago has to do what they need to do after Rickea Jackson on her way to be an all-star. Defense is the name of the game. Defense wins games. Rebounds win championships. The only thing, and E. Will is also going to be out in the next game of Dallas. So, being that this team gets totally healthy, I still put them in the playoffs. If this team is totally healthy, I think that they will make a run. I'm willing to see Gabriela Jaquez elevate her game. I'm willing to see Camila Cardoso be the most dominant big man in the league. I'm waiting to see that. And I'm willing to give it a benefit of the doubt that that can happen. Because I want people in the chat to say it ain't going to happen. So that they can see it when they look at this channel, so they can see it and see the ones, the doubters, the disbelievers that don't think that they can be able to do it. So they can take it as fire and fuel and be able to capitalize and do what they need to do. Because I'm at this point right now still. Looking at the game a whole different way. If you build a defensive team, you could win a lot of games. But yes, T. Camilla, you must have offense. And I do agree they can go in spurts without scoring. I do agree that problem is definitely needing to be fixed with a 20-point score, a 24.54 score going out of the mix. They got to figure that out. They got to figure that out. We got to make sure that at the end of the day, we tell the truth and we stay optimistic of what's going to happen. And I do believe that the WNBA will be all right without Caitlyn Clark. I do believe that the WNBA will be all right without the Caitlyn Clark Flames. I'm on my way right now. I'm closing. Well, y'all done heard from my little boss. She's off of work. I got to pick up my daughter tonight. But I came up here for this hour to let y'all know that, you know, my Chicago Sky fans, that hope is in the grasp. We still have a chance to make the playoffs. Listen and learn. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So I'll pump my brakes and watch what happens.
Soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about.
Hey everybody, my name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand, Bread House Butters. It sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin. Not only is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body, and I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America because, of course, we make ours and crafted, handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're going to ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com and put your order in now. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone who supports. Tomorrow we will have an open panel. It will be an open panel tomorrow. The crash out room will appear. You know, by me having a crash out room tomorrow, we will have an open panel for the members and also the subscribers. It'll be an open panel for you guys tomorrow. We will have that conversation that we need to have. We will have that conversation that we want to have. We will have truth in the building. And we can all be able to say, hey, MDT, so come in tomorrow. You'll definitely be the first one on and up on the thing. Hit me on the IG, MDT. Hit me on my IG so that I can send you the link. T. Camilla, I also want you to come up, T. Camilla, tomorrow. I need you to come up tomorrow, and you, ADP, if you're able to be free tomorrow. I would like for us to have a female conversation, of course, in this dialogue. I know MSL will be here definitely tomorrow. So listen, y'all, I will tell you this. I want you to be able to be optimistic about life and how we go about it. So turn on your notifications every time I drop a hot banger. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, please give to the channel, support the channel, be a member of the channel. Definitely be a member of the channel. And also, y'all, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And definitely, y'all, tell everybody. Send this to the people that you don't even, you know what I mean, expect to even listen, so they can just see what it's all about. Do me that favor and also come back, because I want you. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you do, and I thank you for what you will do. And please keep the main thing in the comments. I know y'all been acting up the last week, especially when Caitlyn Clark was having them bad games. So listen, keep the main thing. And as always, I leave as I came, with another bang. We gonna always keep it real on this show. And don't nobody else want to have anything to do with me head to head. So you are on the hottest podcast. That's right. The hottest podcast in the YouTube streets.
Soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my mind on them stacks, cause they